here's the problem, Stephanie. And this is where she's calling me out, because I'm the one that said she was obese. She's saying she's 24% body fat here. Coach Greg, and today I'm going to be going over Stephanie Buttermore's transformation. We're going to be talking about body dysmorphia, and we're going to clear the air on exactly what I mean if somebody is obese or if they're lean and so on. I'm going to explicitly explain to you what healthy is. I'm going to explain what healthy isn't. Going to clear the air so that no one ever makes the mistake of saying that I am promoting unhealthy and unrealistic body images for both males and females. Anyone who watches my videos knows this, but those of you who don't, you might be under the misconception that I promote people to have an unhealthy or unrealistic body shape. I'm going to read what she's posted. Looking back, I've been every size and shape under the sun. Well, no, she hasn't. She's been a bikini winning champion size, and she's been just barely obese, and now she's at her ideal health weight, her ideal healthy weight. She hasn't been morbidly obese. That is when you are so overweight, it's an endangerment to your health, okay? Very unhealthy. Next slide. I always talk about how uncomfortable or how hard it was when I gained weight, but I never discuss how uncomfortable I was with the way I looked when I was very lean. So she shows a picture of when she's bordering on anorexia, when anyone looking would say, hey, you might be pushing the limits a bit too far. Likely at that point to lose your period, probably starving all the time, not having a lot of energy, probably cold and miserable. Coach Greg can relate. I've done 59 bodybuilding shows. 59 times I've dieted more than this point where I had to suffer like that. It's not easy. So in the uncomfortable but significantly happier photo, she looks better than 95% of females. Most women would trade places in a heartbeat to look like her in her uncomfortable state. So when she's like, oh, I can relate to everyone, easy to relate when you look freaking amazing. Stephanie was never morbidly obese. She can't relate to people who are 300 or 400 pounds. It would be like me saying, hey guys, I'm now comfortable with myself. You know I don't look so great, and I used to be shredded, but now, it's my off season, I'm comfortable. To be like, Coach Greg, you still have under 10% body fat, stop complaining. Okay, that's the image I see here. I see her as looking amazing and saying, oh, I'm uncomfortable, but I gotta suck it up and accept my body. It's like your body looks amazing. That's what everyone is seeing when they see your body. Then she says, moral of the story is that I've had to learn how to love myself at every phase of my life to accept and love myself in the present. I'm not saying you shouldn't love yourself. You should love yourself no matter what. 1% fat, 50% all fat, 100 fat, tall, fat, thin, circle, black, white. Obviously love yourself. Why wouldn't you love yourself? I love myself. This is fantastic. Love yourself. Coach Greg doesn't say, oh, if you're overweight, you shouldn't love yourself. No, Coach Greg encourages you to be fit and healthy so you can live a long and healthy life. How is that a bad thing? How am I the bad guy for encouraging you to be healthy? So she's addressing, why did you get so lean in the first place? Well, let's see. It's simple. The pressure of social media. I felt like I had to look a certain way to gain credibility in the fitness industry. It's horrible but true. I know I'm not the only one that has felt pressure from social media. Everyone in the friggin' world, galaxy, universe, and other dimensions has felt pressure from social media. Stop looking at all the social media posts where people take 100 photos, pick the best one and post it, and you're trying to live up to that standard. Not even the person in the picture can live up to that standard. Even the people in the photos don't look as good as they do in the photos. You see what I mean? And half the time it's being enhanced through lighting, photoshopping, you name it. Then she says, as happy as I looked, there were so many things that made me feel uncomfortable in my body. I felt like I had no feminine shape, no boobs, and when I wasn't smiling, my face looked really sunken in and lifeless. Well, absolutely, of course it did. She claims she was close to 13% body fat. You're going to lose a lot of fat. You're not going to have that fullness. Your breast tissue has a lot of body fat. If you get so lean, your chest is going to shrink. Have you not seen most fitness models? They all have breast implants. Well, most do. Have you seen females' glutes? So many of the fitness models have huge round glutes. Sure, there's some muscle, but there's also a lot of filler. They're arching. The pictures are from the best angle. The friggin' scrunchies are squeezing everything and pushing it up all into the right place. And they're taking 100 photos and they put the one that, wow, that's a good angle. Look at my glutes here. That is what's happening in the real freaking world. So she then says, I thought I had to look like this, but I was so wrong. Because for me, it was unsustainable. I felt uncomfortable. I hated that I felt like I had to be super lean just to appease the internet. That is the exact same message I keep preaching over and over and over in my videos. Have you watched my videos? I keep telling you, it's not realistic to be shredded year-round. You cannot stay in contest shape year-round. I can, and I have an extreme willpower, dedication, and knowledge. I'd love to be 5% body fat year-round. I can't. If I could, I would. I'm 9%, that's where I can do it. I'm 9%, that is where I'm comfortable to maintain. If I lose a percent or two, my endurance goes down, my energy goes down, I don't feel as good, and I'm starving all the time. And that's even with my cookbook. That's even eating the low-calorie dense foods that I preach. So even doing every single thing perfectly, and I'm on HRT, even I can't maintain 5% body fat. And so when Stephanie says, I couldn't maintain 13% for my whole life, I couldn't do it, I got fed up. I had enough. Of course she did. It's absolutely not sustainable. She says it. I keep preaching. Imagine your dream physique. That shredded physique that you dream of. Now go for halfway there. Halfway to that goal. Not the whole way. You'll be miserable. Dieting to that point is not worth it. And trust me, I coach a lot of people. They all want to be shredded. They want to be as lean as Coach Greg Leader. It's not realistic. I don't preach that. I've been preaching women, goal, 25% body fat. I keep saying that, 25%. Never say 13%. I don't preach that for women at all. Not even for a bikini model champion, I don't preach that. Men, 15%. Not 5, not 10, 15%. Does that sound unhealthy and unrealistic for most people? Does that sound like I'm promoting the wrong body image? Come on, people. Think about it. Really think what I'm trying to explain, preach, and advocate. So she then says, I know now I can just be me, and the internet can just fuck off. Meanwhile, when I look at her photos, she's clearly at a healthy ideal weight in the 20+% body fat range. And just so you know, a healthy body weight for females of her age group was defined as being between 21 to 32% body fat to be healthy. And I preach 25%. Pretty sure 25 is a number between 21 and 32. You can do some math calculations to see if I'm right. Pretty sure I'm right. Right now, she's in that range, between 21 and 32%. She's probably, let's say 25%. Let's just go with 25%. Clearly, she's healthy right now, and she looks great for the internet. I would argue that when she was 13%, she didn't look healthy, and she didn't look ideal for the internet. Take your phone out right now and look at the girls you're following. Give you some time. Check it out. Go and look at the girls you're following. How many of them are shredded with veins in their abs, veins in their biceps, versus how many of them have big, huge glutes and a small waist and probably 25 to 30+% body fat? Pretty sure most of the girls that are ultra famous, you know, million+ followers on Instagram, don't have 13% body fat. No, they have 20, 30+% body fat, because that's the look that most deem most attractive. And so she says, read this if nothing else. Many women think, trust me, it's not many women, it's many men and women. Circles, can't we all just be circles? Many circles think, if I just lost X pounds, or if I just get to X body, I will finally be happy. Trust me, that's what men and women think. All you circles out there, you think it. I keep telling you, no. It's beyond how you look that decides if you're a happy person. You can get to that body fat. You're not going to be happy if you're not happy. It has nothing to do with your body fat percentage. You can be 400 pounds and be perfectly happy. You can be 100 pounds and perfectly happy or miserable. Either or it can happen. I'm very positive that my girlfriend at 37% body fat and 159.6 pounds this morning is perfectly happy, even though she's by definition obese. Just because she's obese doesn't mean she's ugly. Stop thinking the word obese is synonymous with the word ugly. It is not. Obese is just a medical definition. It's like saying you have diabetes or you have cancer or you're tall or you're short. It doesn't mean ugly. And she says, becoming obsessed with a certain body type or certain percent body fat just left me cold and hungry. Take it from me, it's not worth it. That's what I say in every second video that I make. So Stephanie and I think exactly the same. Exactly the same. She just doesn't realize it. I send the exact same freaking message as Stephanie Buttermore. What's the difference then? I don't promote going all in and eating as much as you want to get there. That's the only difference. She chooses to do it one way, I choose to do it the other way, but we're sending the same message. We shouldn't be attacking each other. We should be on the same team. We believe the same thing. I might go about it a different way. She does it differently than I do it. She's the nicety way. I'm the tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. But it's the same message. We both want you to love yourself. We both want you to be healthy. We do. So she talks about the definition of health. Let's see if we're way off on this one. Health, your body functions at an optimal level or close to it. Well, that's pretty standard. She says health, you sleep well, you feel good, you have a regular period, not always hungry, not always tired, not always stressed. I define health as this: the absence of disease, but also the proper combination of mental, physical, spiritual, and social health. Okay? You need all four of those and be not sick to be healthy. If you have everything, but you have no friends, that's not healthy. If you have everything in your life, but you're not okay spiritually, then that's not healthy either. If you're lacking of any of these areas, work on them. Be better at it. Maybe it's physical that you're lacking. You're morbidly obese, but everything else in your life is perfect. You have lots of friends, spiritual, everything is great. You're mentally, you feel amazing. But your physical is lacking. You're 100 pounds overweight. Lose some weight, start exercising, eat better. That'll help you live a longer and better life. It might not be physical, it might be mental. Maybe you look amazing. You look fantastic, you can run a mile in 5 minutes. You're amazing, but you have no friends. No one likes you. You don't know how to make friends. You need to work on that area. That's what being healthy is. Okay, I understand that. I studied this 25 years ago. It hasn't changed to this day. It's important. All of these things are crucial to your mental, physical, and all of this kind of health. Stephanie says, when I was 5 to 6 months all in, I was criticized for being obese. But I was 24% body fat, normal and healthy. Okay, here's the problem, Stephanie. And this is where she's calling me out, because I'm the one that said she was obese. She's saying she's 24% body fat here. We know 21 to 32% body fat is healthy for women. This is not 24% body fat. Stop spreading misinformation. This is not accurate information. You don't believe me? Oh no, it looks about 24 to me. Okay, let's do some quick math for you. Prove it with math. So she started her all-in journey at around 115 pounds. She claims 13% body fat, probably closer to 50. Let's go with the 13%. That gives her a lean body mass of 100 pounds. Lean tissue, that means you take all the fat off her body. She would weigh about 100 pounds. Lean tissue. She then claims she gained 40 plus pounds. So probably 45, but 40 plus. Let's take 40, let's take the low end of that. That would mean she'd be 155 pounds, 24% body fat. That would make her 118 pounds of lean mass, of lean tissue, 118 pounds. Net difference, that would mean she gained 18 pounds of lean tissue while going all in. 18 pounds of muscle water or lean tissue, whatever. 18 pounds. You really think she gained 18 pounds? Natty? Natural. She ain't on no PEDs. I'm not accusing her of being not natty. I think she's 100% natural her whole life. I don't think she would lie about that. I think she's 100% natural. 18 pounds. Most women couldn't put 18 pounds on with PEDs in abusive doses that males would take. Or, Coach Greg said she's about 33% body fat, which is at the obese level. I wasn't calling her ugly or fat. Clearly, I said in the other videos, she looks amazing. She looks great. Even though she's obese, she looks great. Did I ever say my girlfriend was ugly? My girlfriend has a higher body fat percentage than her. Remember, my girlfriend right now is 37% and almost 160 pounds. My girlfriend looks amazing. So just because you're obese doesn't mean you don't look good, nor does it mean I've been telling anyone that they don't look good. So let's put her at 33% body fat, which is what I said she was. 155 pounds, 33% body fat, puts her as a lean body mass of 104 pounds. That means she would have gained 4 pounds of lean tissue during an all-in journey. What sounds more accurate? 4 pounds of lean tissue, natty? Or 18 pounds, natty? What sounds more accurate? That she was 24% or 33%? Maybe you want to see a picture of my girlfriend when she was around 24%, okay? Just compare. Say, hey, which body looks more like 24%? So let's play devil's advocate. Let's say I'm 100% wrong because I'm only right 99.6% of the time. She's 24% in that picture. At her heaviest, she's 24%. And since her heaviest, she's currently lost, I believe it's 15 pounds. Pretty good. So she went from 24%, she says, at 24%, and now she's lost 15 pounds, okay? What percent is she now? Because to go from 24% to under 21, that's 3%. If she's down to 20, that's actually unhealthy. So if Stephanie lost more than 3% of her body fat, which is about 5 pounds of fat, she's too lean for health reasons, too lean. She lost 15 pounds. So which is it? Is she wrong or is she wrong? Which one? Is she 24% and now she's under 20 and she's too lean now and not healthy now? Or was she 33% then and obese at that time? You can't have both. Can't both. She can't be right about both. There's no way she lost 15 pounds and it's all muscle tissue. There's no way. She lost about 15 pounds since the end of her all-in journey. She looks fantastic, we all agree. So I'm telling you, she was obese at the time. I wasn't trying to call her fat. I was saying she's obese by definition. I didn't create that definition. And I don't say that being obese means you're ugly. My freaking girlfriend is obese and obviously not ugly. It's just a stinking number. And if my number is 20 or 10 or 50, it doesn't make you ugly. All I'm saying is for health purposes, it's better to be in a lean zone of health that doctors would recommend. And I preach 25% for females. So my girlfriend at 37% would be healthier if she could lower it a bit. And guess what? She took up bike riding now. Burns a lot of calories, probably gonna be healthier. And even if she does it, it's gonna work her heart, the most freaking important muscle in the human body. So then she posts, I was considered a fit chick. This was normal. When I look at this photo, I say, nah, you're bordering on anorexia, and wouldn't it be great if you ate a little bit more? I bet most people are thinking that. There's no way she thinks that more people thought that this looks better than her current weight. You know, the fitness industry does not promote this look. She's saying that it does. It doesn't. If it did, most people would be trying to look like this. Most people are not trying to look like this. If they surveyed 100 people and the top 6 answers were on the board, probably only a couple would say this is her ideal look. Most people would prefer heavier. So no, the fitness industry is not trying to promote 13% body fat as shown in this picture. It's not. And so she says, hey, I was only 13% body fat, below normal, clearly. Super hungry, weak, and tired. Yeah, we get it. You suffered. It sucks. Every single competitor knows exactly what you're talking about. Every single person who strives for perfection knows what that feeling is. Whatever is perfect. Perfect is different for everyone. Perfect is what's right for you. I encourage everyone, be healthy. Yeah, you can lose weight. Yeah, you can try to look better. But if you have no energy, if you're starving all the time, it's not working. You have to stop. I preach this in my videos. And then she says, I hope this is a reminder of what normal is. I have to remind myself all the time because I struggle too. I'm with you. The only problem I have is Stephanie doesn't understand what it's like for most people. Most people do not look as good as this. Most people who she's trying to relate with look infinitely worse than she did at her absolute worst. Stephanie right now, who's struggling with her body image and how she looks, still looks better than 95% of the population. If Stephanie Buttermore were 250 pounds, would she then say the same thing? She could then relate, be like, hey, I put on 100 plus pounds and it's tough. It's a challenge being called morbidly obese. But when you're healthy and you look amazing, hard to relate with people who don't. It really is, okay? I do the best I can to do this, but I've coached people for decades. I coach every single type of person, from people who weigh close to 400 pounds to people who at some point in their life might one day get to being 100 pounds. I coach every single type of person from all ages, 13 years old, 78 years old, male, female, competitor, not competitor. If you can't afford it, I do offer one-time coaching plans. And if you can't afford those, I have a training manual and a friggin' cookbook. It will help you for sure. Low-calorie dense foods you can eat like me. And the message is not you're going to be shredded. Halfway to your goal. You close your eyes, close them right now. Your dream physique. You're not getting there. Halfway to that goal. Wake up call. Not promoting or saying that my book is going to get you to your freaking goal. Halfway is the goal. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette, IB Pro. Hope you learned something about me and you can get the freaking facts straight. Bloop it up 2 videos. Watch them both this time because they're both important. And until next time, I am out.